or Facebook. Those on Facebook, well, you guys don't really see me do this very often. So
location TSX ops chat 50 of 77. App start cursor.
I will
TCTS
open up the OBS chat.
TCTS heading level 1 connecting.
Well, I call it OBS chat. It's actually Twitch. If you want to chat, go to twitch.tv/PilotLife2020. And you can chat with me there. Or you can always just send me a message if you're watching on Facebook. If you got a question or something. But I'm up late because I've got some papers that I'm working on. So thought I'd take a break, do this. It's just a short flight, not very long. Indianapolis to Louisville.
Ops 26 Microsoft Flight Simulator. Microsoft Flight.
Interesting part's going to be the fact that I've not flown this before. So we'll see what happens. I need to... Well, let's just do this.
TSX dash activate ground services 1 : request debriefing 2 : request catering service 3 : request refueling 4 : request boarding 5 : left bracket TSX right bracket boarding requested. TSX dash boarding service select jetway 1 : left bracket right bracket default jetway to exit 1 left parent 1 L right parent star 2 : left bracket don't select any jetway right bracket. TSX dash boarding service select jetway 1 : left bracket right bracket default jetway 9 dash greater exit 1 left parent 1 L right parent star 2 : left bracket confirm selection right.
They're going to have me open up my door.
Door 1 open.
I'm going to open it. I don't know if we
left bracket TSX right bracket waiting for your action : open exit 2. Door 2 open.
There we go. Exit 2 is open.
Left bracket TSX right bracket TSX battery charger active.
You got the full screen.
Landscape. Left bracket TSX right bracket boarding passengers now.
Pretty sure I can hear something else coming.
Left bracket TSX right bracket pilot spotted.
There's outside. This is the cockpit view here. Go back to outside. Okay, what do you want me to do, people?
TSX dash activate ground services 1 : debriefing no longer available 2 : request catering service 3 : request refueling 4 : boarding passengers now 5 : prepare for push dash back and departure 6 : operate jetway left parent S right parent 7 : operate stairs 8 : reset position 9 : reposition aircraft left bracket TSX right bracket crew boarded. TSX dash activate ground.
So I don't know what views it gives you guys. This is supposed to be an external view. And I know that the graphics probably are not the best on this one. The last time I was told about it, someone said it looks like the people are like floating. I don't know.
TSX right bracket 1/52 passengers boarded. Left bracket TSX right bracket 2/52 passengers boarded.
We've got 52 passengers flying with us today from Indianapolis to Louisville. Let me shut that up for a minute. Once I get everybody on, then we'll fire this jet up. I'm not used to flying these smaller jets, so it's going to be interesting how I do. I don't even know. Landing wise, I can't tell you. This could be a complete disaster. I don't even know, because I'm used to flying the 777s, the 737, the 757s, all your bigger jets is what I'm used to flying. A320s, the 380s. So this will be interesting.
Good evening, ma'am. How are you? I'm doing good.
Oh, there's that guy. I'm doing good.
Hello.
Sometimes they'll repeat and you'll hear him say it more than once.
Hi, morning.
Cool thing is, for those that might be watching on Facebook. Oh,
Speech mode mute. Speech mode talk.
I think we got to shut the doors. I've got the live weather running, so if it'd been bad weather outside, we would have saw that here. I think we can close this door, but
Door 2 closed.
let's try something.
GSX dash activate ground services. Activate ground services 1 colon. Departing no longer available 2 colon. Request catering service 3 colon. Request refueling 4 colon. Boarding passengers now 5 colon. Prepare for push dash back and departure 6. Select operator at Payday 1. Select catering operator 1 colon. Airfare 2 colon. Chelsea 3 colon.
All right,
Left bracket
got
GSX
some
right bracket catering service requested.
catering going here.
Door 2 open.
See what's going on out here. Here comes our truck for catering. At least try to give the passengers something to drink on the way to Louisville so they can get drunk in case we have a disaster for a landing, right? All right. Once the catering's completed, we will go ahead and close the doors and get ready for pushback. I don't think it'd be too bad. I just don't have an auto
Left bracket
throttle.
GSX right bracket baggage loading progress 50%.
But I think we'll be okay.
Left bracket GSX right bracket baggage loading progress 50%. Left bracket GSX right bracket boarding completed.
All right, boarding is completed.
Left bracket GSX right bracket waiting for your action colon. Close exit 1. Door 1 closed. Left bracket GSX right bracket waiting for your action colon. Close exit 1. Door 2 closed.
Everything's shut.
GSX dash activate ground services. Activate ground services 1 colon. Departing no longer available 2 colon. Catering service requested 3 colon. Request refueling 4 colon. Boarding completed 5 colon. Prepare for push dash back and departure 6 colon. Operate jetway left parent. S right parent 7 colon. Operate stairs 8 colon. Reset position 9 colon. Reposition aircraft.
Actually, no, our catering's not here yet.
Door 2 open.
Okay, yep. They're bringing our food and stuff now.
Speedway, Indiana, United States. 4.3 nautical miles, 9 degrees.
There we go.
Left bracket GSX, right bracket catering vehicle is in position.
Alright,
Left bracket GSX, right bracket waiting for your action, colon, open exit 3.
Oh, 3, huh?
Left bracket GSX, right. Door 1 open. Door 1 closed. Left bracket GSX, right bracket waiting for your action, colon, open exit 3. Number 1 starter engaged. Door 1 open. Number 1 starter off. Door 1 closed. Left bracket GSX, right bracket waiting for your action, colon, open exit 3. Door 1 open.
Come on, guys, use the other door. Seriously.
Left bracket GSX, right bracket waiting for your action, colon, open exit 3. Door 2 closed. Door 2 open. Left bracket GSX, right bracket waiting for your action, colon, open exit 3.
We don't have a door 3 on this. That's my bad.
GSX dash activate ground services, 1 colon, departing no longer available, 2 colon, waiting for your action, colon, open exit 3, 3 colon, request refueling, 4 colon, boarding completed, 5 colon, prepare for push dash back and departure, 6 colon, operate jetway left parent, S right parent, 7 colon, operate stairs, 8 colon, reset position, 9 colon, reposition aircraft, left bracket GSX, right bracket waiting for your action, colon, open exit. GSX dash activate ground services, 1 colon, departing no longer available, 2 colon, waiting for your action, colon, open exit 3, 3 colon. Left bracket GSX, right bracket waiting for your action, colon, open exit 3.
It's not gonna work.
Door 1 closed. Left bracket GSX, right bracket waiting for your action, colon, open exit 3, door 2 closed. Left bracket GSX, right bracket. GSX dash activate ground services, 1 colon, departing no longer available, 2 colon, waiting for your action, colon, open exit 3, 3 colon, request refueling, 4 colon, boarding completed, 5 colon, prepare for push dash back. Left bracket GSX, right bracket departure clearance requested, waiting for other services to complete, left parent, catering right parent.
There's no way to cancel.
GSX dash activate ground services, 1 colon, departing no longer available, 2 colon, waiting for your action, colon, open exit 3, 3 colon, fuel prep not available during boarding or departure, 4 colon, boarding completed, 5 colon, departure clearance requested, waiting for other services to complete, left parent, catering right parent, 6 colon, operate jetways no longer available, 7 colon, operate stairs no longer available, 8 colon, reset position, 9 colon, reposition aircraft, left bracket GSX, right bracket waiting for your action, colon, open exit 3, left bracket GSX, right bracket waiting for your action, colon, open exit 3, left bracket GSX, right bracket waiting for your action, colon, open exit 3.
Or if I can cancel it this way.
Main menu bar. Flights collapsed. Left bracket GSX, right bracket aircraft collapsed. World collapsed. Options views collapsed. Help collapsed. Add dash ons collapsed. No next. Object review. Add dash on. Help collapsed. Add dash on. Invoke. Add dash ons menu. Honeycomb. Zone 1 points. FSUI. Add manager. Accu field setup. Flight 1 sounds. RAS professional. ASN weather request collapsed. Cowd settings collapsed. Cowd live update. GSX collapsed. No next. No next. Cowd live GSX collapsed. Invoke. GSX menu. Disable collapsed. Settings. Collapsed. Customize aircraft. Show GSX menu. Like customize airport positions. No next. Show GSX. Customize settings. Disable collapsed. Invoke.
There we go.
Airport cache loaded successfully.
Let's just do this.
Kids flight. Virtual cockpit dash U00. No objects inside. Default info window title. No objects inside. Bottom blank. No objects inside. Bottom blank. Right blank. No objects in. No objects inside.
Alright, hold on, guys.
Landscape.
We're going to...
Kids flying FSX line no prop line 23. Star untitled star block field block 60 blank kind slash 23 RDAWNNYIUDCTKSD.
23.
FsTramp. Kids flying FSX 1 half button. List KSDF semi root alt FT colon total kind semi root property page RWY23R 3 context use expand skip to ERS. Kids flying FSX line no. Dialog OK button normal cursor pressed. Dialog loading terrain data graphic.
Alright.
Microsoft Flight Simulator X unpaused sound on.
Now what I'm going to do is going to get things fired up here. So a couple more minutes and we should be good to go. I'm going to try to...
Main menu bar. Flights collapsed. Aircraft world option views help collapsed. Add dash ons collapsed. No next. Invoke. Add dash honeycomb. Add flight RAS professional ASN with cowd settings cowd live update GSX collapsed. Invoke. GSX enable collapsed. No next. No previous. No next. No objects inside. GSX enable collapsed. Invoke. No objects inside. No next. Close button. Microsoft Flight System menu bar contains commands to manipulate the system submenu space. No next. No objects inside. Air bottom. System.
Okay.
TCTS Microsoft Flight Simulator X. Main menu. Flights collapse. Air. Help collapse. Add dash on. No next. Invoke. Add dash on. Honeycomb. So FS. Add. ROS. AS. Cloud settings. Cloud live. GSX collapsed. Invoke. GSX disable collapse. Settings. Collapse. Customize aircraft. Collapsed.
Okay, there we go. I just wanted to make sure.
Flight FSX line no proc. Microsoft Flight Simulator X. Landscape. TCTS dash. Microsoft Flight Simulator X.
All right, we'll
Landscape.
bring it back to normal for a minute.
Microsoft Flight Simulator. Number 1 starter engaged. Park and brake off. Park and brake on.
All right, so
Number
let's
one
get this
generator active.
fired up. Give me a minute, guys. Gonna be a bit of a pause here for just a couple minutes. Give me just a few minutes, and we'll be on our way.
Number 1 ignition on. Number 1 starter off. Number 2 starter engaged. Number 2 generator active.
On runway 23 right. On runway 23 right.
I'm gonna go ahead and get the flight set up, and then I got to do something real quick
Number 2 ignition
because
on.
I am live, so I don't want to stop the video. But it only take me a minute.
Number 2 starter
so
off.
let's get everything set up, though. We do not have auto throttle, so
Flaps 0.
On runway 23.
Flaps 8. Flaps 8.
On runway 23.
Flaps 8. Flight director active. Wind leveler active.
okay. Hold on 1 second, guys. Hang tight.
On runway 23 right. On runway 23 right.
Speedway, Indiana, United States. 4.6 nautical miles, 20 degrees.
On runway 23 right. On runway 23 right.
All right, guys, we are ready to get started. I apologize. I had to take care of something. But we're here and we're ready to go. So, there we go. I've got it monitoring in the background, so I know I'm streaming. Anyways, we are set. I better check my fuel, make sure.
Total fuel colon 6,174.1 pounds.
All right, we're good there.
Line FSX line no problem. FS Airlines. Dash button. Caret button. X button. Home button. Option. Flight inform. Fly button. Pressed. Dash button. Caret button. X button. Exit button. Back button. Fuel up button. Pressed. FS. Dash button. Caret button. X button. Fly button. Exit button. Fly button. Pressed.
We'll go there to fly.
Dash button. Caret button. X button. Exit button. High speed. Divert button. Dash button. Flying FSX line no problem. Line 23 February 20. List. Bull. List. Nav 2 frequency. Nav 1. List. Dialog room. Property page R. Property page 1 half button. List. Kind semi route. Alt FT colon. Total colon. KSDF. Prop list. List. 8 flight plan dash M2 checkbox not checked. M button. Flight plan dash M1 checkbox not checked. AP altitude colon 30,200 feet.
Scottish going up to 30,200. I don't know why so high, but
Microsoft Flight Simulator X.
I think that's a bit high for this, but that's okay. All right, so I guess we're ready.
Enter throttle colon. Edit selected 0. Selection. Microsoft Flight Simulator X. Engine 1 colon 50.0% 4874. Parking brake off.
And here we go.
18 knots.
36 knots indicated. 40 knots indicated.
26 knots. 34 knots. 41 knots. 49 knots. 63 knots. 82 knots.
Autopilot master active. Altitude lock active.
100 knots. 121 knots.
Airspeed hold active.
141 knots.
Gear up.
Gear in motion. Dot. 1,000 feet. Flaps 8. AP altitude colon. Hold 30,200 feet. Gear up. Dot. 1195 feet ASL. Flaps 0. Flaps 0.
Flaps in.
1339 feet per minute.
1339 feet per minute.
1619 feet ASL.
So far, so good, you guys. So far, so good. Now, on this one, I didn't have toga to take off with. Pretty much just full throttle and go.
Flight FS. List. 8 flight M autopilot heading at HDG altitude all checkbox vertical speed at red on airspeed at red only 250 TS checkbox checked. Airspeed at red only 250.
But we're good. We're on airspeed's 250.
TS checkbox checked.
That's set.
Microsoft 238 knots indicated. 236 knots indicated. 236 knots indicated. Yaw damper active. Pit heat on.
Pit heat's on. Yaw damper's active.
Mooresville, Indiana, United States. 2.9 nautical miles. 227 degrees. 236 knots indicated. 236 knots indicated. 236 knots indicated. 237 knots indicated. 237 knots indicated. 237 knots indicated. 237 knots indicated.
We're right at 237, so they ain't...
Flaps 0.
So far, so good. I did notice, though, the volume is a little low. You guys, I'm listening to it myself, and you can hear it if you listen real close. You can hear the jet, the cockpit in the background, but I need to raise that volume a little bit more. So I'll work on getting that done. My thing is just make sure you guys can
Microsoft
hear
Flight Simulator
me,
X.
you know. Let's go full screen
Landscape.
here. There we go. I'm gonna move this mouse around for a minute.
Mouse tracking on. Unknown. Unknown cursor. Section. Unknown. Magnetic compass left parent, 192 degrees right parent, tooltip. Document, unknown.
Trying to see. It looks like there might be something on the screen I need to.
Document, unknown. Heading, unknown. Section, unsection. Unknown. Magnetic compass left parent, 192 degrees right parent, tooltip. Pane, unknown. Section. Unknown. Text, unknown. $264 knots indicated. 11,418 feet ASL. Time en route to destination 17 minutes 54 seconds. 11,545 feet ASL.
If we're 11,000 feet, I don't know why it wanted to go all the way up to 30,000 feet in this jet. That just doesn't make sense to me. We're going to be in Louisville way before we get to 30,000 feet.
1909 feet per minute. 12,111 feet ASL. Time en route to destination 16 minutes 46 seconds. Landing on. Landing off.
Outside view. Give you guys a couple different ones here. So you can get different views.
Altitude lock off. Altitude lock active. Altitude lock off. Altitude lock active.
There we go.
277 knots indicated.
277 knots.
Hold 280 knots. 14,859 feet ASL.
We're at 14,000. I don't see us getting to 30,000 before it's time to begin our descent. But what it should do, even if we're not at 30,000 feet, if it's time to descend, as soon as that goes in, it should change it and just start descending. Now while I'm flying, I can talk to you guys and have a couple Pringles. Good stuff.
Altitude lock off. Altitude lock active.
I'm going to our chat window.
Landscape. TCTS-Google Chrome row 1 top. TCTS-Google. Disconnect button. App start cursor. Address and search bar edit as of TC. Stop. Combo. Volume. Rate slider. Pitch slider 1. STTS edit. Send to channel. Text edit blank. Submit button. Text edit blank.
Put our home page here.
Pilot Life 2020 http://www.bvipilots.com.
Microsoft Flight Simulator X.
Alright, let's fix that.
Landscape. TCTS Microsoft Flight Simulator X. Landscape. Unknown cursor.
There we go. Let's check our weather.
-4 degrees.
Well,
18,249 feet.
18,000 feet up, so it's -4 degrees. Well, let's check the wind.
Wind colon 278 at 63 knots. Gust at 0 knots.
Say 207.
Wind colon 278 at 64 knots.
278 at 64 knots, so it's a heading of 278. Wind is blowing 64 knots.
1332 feet per minute.
I could have swore I heard something. I could have swore I heard something there. Maybe not.
TCTS-Google Chrome row 1 column 2. TCT Microsoft Flight Simulator.
Let me check your
Landscape. TCTS-Ops 26 point active sky next colon. John and list team top 5. John and list level 2 every 101. Level 1 John and list level 1 Josh's room at left live debates left motivating the mind recording and lives the chamber of doom left parent. The cooldown. Microsoft Flight Simulator X.
Alright.
Landscape.
There we go.
1296 feet per minute.
1296 per minute.
19,695 feet
We're at
ASL.
19,000 feet.
Time en route to destination. 10 minutes, 13 seconds.
There's only 10 minutes left. So, if we do make it... See, I just heard something talk again. I don't know what that is.
Mitchell, Indiana, United States. 10.9 nautical miles, 254 degrees.
Oh,
Altimeter colon 1013, 29.92 inches. Dot.
I had set my altimeter. There we go. I knew I heard something.
21,202 feet ASL. Time en route to destination. 9 minutes, 4 seconds. 10 feet per minute.
We're climbing at 10, just a little over 1,000 feet a minute.
21,308.
We're at 21,000. We got 9,000 feet to go, but we only got 9 minutes, and we should be pretty much in Louisville.
Washington, Indiana, United States.
Right now, we're flying over top of Washington, Indiana. The other night, we flew right over top of Austin, Indiana. That was pretty cool. There's been several times that I've flown over Scottsburg. We just crossed another waypoint.
Next waypoint, IIU, distance, 42 nautical miles, bearing, 137 degrees, 6 minutes.
Next waypoint is IIU and 42 miles.
Time en route to destination, 7 minutes, 28 seconds. 23,081 feet ASL.
We're at 23,000 feet ASL.
22,360 feet AG.
22,000 AGL. ASL above sea level, AGL above ground level. So far, I don't have any complaints about this jet. I'm not sure the distance on this thing, how far you can really get it to go, but let's ask Alexa. Alexa, what is the travel distance for the crj700?
Here's something I found on the web. According to Gutenberg.org, depending upon payload, the crj700 can travel up to 2,250 miles, 3,620 kilometers, with current engines, and a new variant with CF34-8C5 engines will be able to travel up to 2,895 miles.
Okay, so you can get over 2,000 miles in the thing. Well, that's better than what I thought. I'm going to do the flight that I did when I went to Vancouver, Washington. I flew from Vancouver, Washington to Seattle, Washington. And I always wanted to do that flight. I think I'll do it next time. It was cool because I was in a smaller plane. And I'm talking real life when I flew from Vancouver to Seattle. I was in a smaller plane. You know, you could see the pilot and all that from wherever you sit. There wasn't like a separate door for the cockpit. I don't know what kind of plane it was we were in, but it was cool though. I mean, you do go pretty high up in the air, but you can definitely see the ground. Even I mean, I couldn't make out what was on the ground, but I could see the ground. So I think I'll do that flight just to see what it's like. It was a windy day when I flew from Vancouver to Seattle. We got blew all over the place, it seemed like. Let's see. What kind of time we got here?
Time en route to destination, 2 minutes, 50 seconds.
2 minutes.
27,564 feet ASL.
27,564 feet is where we're at. Wow. I knew we wasn't going to make it to 30,000.
27,841 feet ASL. 1198 feet per minute.
We're climbing at 1198 feet per minute, which is interesting because it went up. It was at 1,010 feet per minute. But then it jumped back up to
time en route to destination, 1198 feet per minute.
1198 per minute, so
minus 40 degrees. Wind 278 at 93 knots, gust at 0 knots.
Well, the wind's up a little bit too, so the wind went from
Wind 278 at 93 knots, gust at 0 knots.
It's two
Wind 278 at 93 knots, gust at 0 knots.
278 at 93 knots.
AP altitude 2500 feet, altitude lock off, altitude lock active. 276 knots indicated. Altitude, 280 knots. Altitude lock off. Altitude lock active. 281 knots indicated.
Here we go. We're descending.
Minus 2044 feet per minute. Minus 1978 feet per minute.
We'll see how this works out.
Total fuel colon 4031.4. Altitude lock off. Altitude.
It gave me way too much fuel, though. I'll tell you that right now, guys.
Const line FSX line. List. AP altitude. Call flight plan dash M button. John list dash team. Microsoft TCTS ops active. John Microsoft TCTS ops active. John Microsoft Flight Simulator X. Landscape. Landscape. Next waypoint colon KSDF. Distance colon 6 nautical miles. Bearing colon 309. John list dash team. Top 5 classic V5. 277 knots indicated. 1325 feet per minute. Hold 280 knots. 276 knots indicated. 276 knots indicated.
Alright, let's see what it says here.
Bullet, Kentucky, United States, Eastern Standard Time.
Bullet, Kentucky.
Bullet, Kentucky, United States.
Or Boyet, or I can't tell what it's saying.
AP altitude colon 2500 feet.
We'll do our best with these speeds coming
Altitude
in.
lock off. Altitude lock active.
I can't promise anything.
Altitude lock off. Altitude lock active. 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 28,000 feet. 290 knots indicated. Hold 280 knots. Const line FSX line. List. 8 flight M auto heading at HD altitude. All checkbox check. Vertical speed at altitude lock off. Airspeed at red only 280. Altitude 280 selection removed. ES checkbox checked. Airspeed at red only 280. ES checkbox checked. Airspeed vertical check. Altitude HD heading at autopilot checkbox M button. Flight plan dash M button. 27,376 feet ASL. Microsoft Flight Simulator X. 26,437. 288 knots indicated. Altitude hold 280 knots. Altitude lock off. Altitude lock active. 27,000 feet. 26,940 feet ASL. Altitude lock off. Altitude lock active. Two hundred 86 knots indicated.
286.
25,916 feet ASL. Const line FSX line no problem.
Let's
Microsoft Flight Simulator. Enter airspeed colon edit selection removed. Microsoft Flight Simulator. Hold 270 knots.
we're gonna drop it down to 270 knots.
25,010 feet. 25,000. Hold 270 knots. 284 knots indicated. Altitude lock off. Altitude lock active. Valley Station, Kentucky, United States. 0.7 nautical miles. 232 degrees Eastern Standard Time. Altitude lock off. Altitude lock. Altitude lock off. Altitude lock active. Jefferson, Kentucky, United States.
We're flying right over top of Jefferson, Kentucky right now.
25,000 feet. Altitude lock off. Altitude lock active. Altitude lock off. 24,186 feet. 280 knots indicated. Hold 270 knots.
There's not much I can do about that. Continuing to repeat. Altitude lock off. Altitude lock active. Blah, blah, blah. It's so annoying. All of us, BVI pilots, we're annoyed by it, but we're pretty sure that it's...
24,000 feet. Altitude lock off. Altitude lock active. Altitude lock off. Altitude lock active. Altitude lock off. Altitude lock active.
We're pretty sure it's Tramp that's doing that.
Altitude lock off. Altitude lock active.
We're gonna keep an eye on the altitude.
22,610 feet. 23,360 feet ASL. Altitude lock off. Altitude lock active.
Looking good so far, you guys.
$23,000 feet. Total fuel colon 3,723.6 pounds, 555.8 gallons. Total fuel flow colon 3485. Altitude lock off. Altitude lock active.
Well, we might not have too much fuel. We'll see when we get landed.
$22,000 feet. Altitude lock off. Altitude lock active. 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 $21,000 feet. Altitude lock off. Altitude lock active. Altitude lock off. Altitude lock active. Altitude lock off. Altitude lock active. 19,400. 274 knots indicated. Hold 270 knots.
You know, for me not having auto throttle on this,
Altitude lock off. Altitude
it's
lock active.
holding the speeds really good, to be honest.
274 knots indicated.
Hold speed is 270. I'm right at 274, so I'm impressed by that.
Landing on. Altitude lock off. Altitude lock active.
Get our landing lights on.
19,236 feet ASL. Altitude lock off. Enter airspeed code selection removed. Microsoft Flight Simulator X.
Move down to 260.
19,000 feet. Altitude. 18,259 feet AGL.
We're to 18,200 AGL,
18,734 feet ASL.
18,700 ASL.
272 knots indicated. Hold 260 knots. 271 knots indicated. $270 knots indicated. 269 knots indicated.
And it's slowly moving down to the speed.
18,000 feet.
I'm like, wow, why auto throttle is, you know, I thought that was something, I mean, it is something important,
Altitude lock off.
but
Altitude lock active.
to not have it, I'm impressed by how good this plane's actually doing.
$1 degrees. Altitude lock off. Altitude lock active.
Well, at 17,000 feet, it's 1 degree out.
Wind colon 281 at 59 knots. Gust at 0 knots.
Wind
17,000
moved
feet.
down to 59 knots. 0 wind gust, which I'm liking that. I don't really want to have to deal with crosswinds and all that on landing, but
Altitude lock off.
especially
Altitude lock active.
in this guy.
Altitude lock off. Altitude lock active. Altitude lock
Smaller
off. Altitude
jets,
lock
so
active.
the wind likes to
Altitude lock off. Altitude lock active.
take control of these guys a little bit easier.
264 knots indicated. Hold 260 knots. Altitude lock off. 264 knots indicated.
Yep, right at 264 knots. Hold speed is 260.
15,300. 15,900. Hold 260 knots.
We're getting ready to move it down to 250.
Altitude lock off. Altitude. Set autopilot airspeed selection. Microsoft Flight Simulator X. Altitude lock off. Altitude lock active.
Go ahead and do that now, 250.
264 knots indicated. Hold 250 knots. 264 knots indicated. 263 knots indicated. Altitude lock off. Altitude lock active. Altitude lock off. Altitude lock active. Altitude lock off. Altitude lock active. 15,000 feet. Altitude lock off. Altitude lock active. $13,620 feet. 14,200. Hold 250 knots. 257 knots indicated.
257 knots.
14,000. 13,000. 256 knots indicated. Altitude lock off. Altitude lock active. Next waypoint colon KSDF distance colon 37 nautical miles bearing colon 90
Alright, KSDF is
Next waypoint colon KSDF distance colon 37 nautical miles bearing
37 miles out. We're currently over
Crawford, Indiana, United States. U.S. Eastern.
Crawford, Indiana. Isn't that weird? One minute we was over Kentucky, now we're back over Indiana.
13,000 feet. Altimeter colon 1011.
That's interesting.
12,100. 12,800. Altitude lock enter airspeed colon edit selected. Invalid airspeed. Airspeed hold checkbox checked. Enter airspeed colon edit blank. Airspeed hold checkbox. Enter airspeed colon edit 240. Microsoft Flight Simulator 255 knots indicate. Hold 240 knots. 11,600. 12,200. Hold 240 knots. 256 knots indicated. 256 knots indicated. Altitude lock active. Altitude lock off. Altitude lock active. 12,000 feet. 255 knots indicated. 255 knots indicated. 255 knots indicated. Flaps 0. Flaps 0. 253 knots indicated. 251 knots indicated. 249 knots indicated. Altitude lock off. Altitude lock 247 knots indicated.
I'm going to keep an eye on speed here now.
246 knots indicated. Flaps 0. 11,000. 246 knots indicated. 246 knots indicated. 247 knots indicated. 247 knots indicated. 247 knots indicated. 249 knots indicated. Hold 240 knots. 251 knots indicated. 9669. 10,200. Hold 240 knots. 251 knots indicated. Altitude lock off. Altitude lock active.
Come on now, don't.
Spoilers armed. 253 knots indicated. 253 knots indicated. Next waypoint colon KSDF distance colon 34 nautical miles bearing colon. Enter airspeed colon edit selected select. Microsoft Flight Simulator X. Altimeter colon 8849 feet 9509 feet. Hold 230 knots. 254 knots indicated. 252 knots indicated. 252 knots indicated. 252 knots indicated. Altitude lock active. 251 knots indicated. 251 knots indicated. 250 knots indicated. Altitude lock off. Altitude lock active. 8166 feet at. 8828 feet AS. Hold 230 knots. Minus 18 feet per minute. 249 knots indicated. Hold 230 knots. 7915 feet at. 8499 feet at. Hold 230 knots. 248 knots indicated. 7819 feet at. 8220 feet ASL. Altimeter colon 1011 20.
I'm going to look at something here real quick, you guys.
Property page. Property 1 half button. List carry semi. Alt FT colon 8000 feet. Dot semi root colon. CHRCL DLDRS semi. IIU semi root colon star semi course colon 104 semi. Alt FT colon 10408 semi. DLDRS semi root colon APPR semi course colon 170 semi. Alt FT colon 3151 semi. KTS colon 186 semi. Let IIU semi root colon star semi course colon 104 semi. Alt FT colon 10400 DLDRS semi. CHRCL semi root colon APPR semi course colon 170 semi. Alt FT colon 2500 semi. KTS colon 160 DLDRS IIU semi root colon 1 half button. English Indiana United States 9. Not connected. Not connected. List II 1 half button.
What is it doing?
List IIU semi root call. 7,000 feet. App start cursor. Normal cursor. App start. Loading NVDA. Please wait. Const line FS. Property page. Property 1 half button. List IIU 1 half button. Not connected.
Well,
List IIU property page check. Property 1 half button. List IIU property page check. Property page 1 half button. List altitude lock off. KSDF semi root colon R17 R7 1 half button. 6,000 feet.
well,
Microsoft Flight Simulator X. 5,004 feet at. 5009 feet AS. Hold 230. Set autopilot airspeed and selection. Microsoft Flight Simulator
Tramp
X.
is being
Altitude
completely
lock off.
silly.
Altitude.
So,
239 knots indic. Hold 200 knots. Altitude lock off. Altitude. Flaps 8. Flaps 8. 234 knots indicated. Altitude. Next waypoint colon KSDF distance colon 24 nautical miles bearing colon 90. 229 knots indicated. 4567 feet. 5187 feet AS. Hold 200 knots. 227 knots indicated. 5,000 feet. Altitude lock off.
I don't know
Altitude lock
what's
active.
going on with Tramp. I'm
Altitude lock off.
trying
Altitude lock
to,
active. Const line FSX line no prop line list KF 1 half button.
it's not letting
Not
me.
connected. Not connected. Not connected.
It just says not connected. I don't know why.
FS Airlines. Dash button. Divert button. Dash button.
Okay, we're good there.
Const line FSX line no prop line 23 February 20. Microsoft Flight Simulator X.
Well,
214 knots. Hold 200 knots. 3309 feet at. 4015 feet ASL. Hold 200 knots. Minus 1959 feet per minute. 213 knots indicated. Set autopilot airspeed. Enter airspeed colon. Edit selection removed. Microsoft Flight Simulator X. 211 knots indicated. 2893 feet at. 3522 feet ASL. Hold 180 knots. 211 knots indicated. Minus 1811 feet per minute. 2571 feet at. 3226 feet ASL. Hold 180 knots. 208 knots indicated. 206 knots indicated. 3000 feet. Next waypoint colon. KSDF. Distance colon. 18 nautical miles. Bearing colon. 95 degrees. 4 minutes. 41 seconds. Condensed flight FS. List. ADF flight plan dash M1 checkbox M button. Flight plan M button. Flight plan dash M2 checkbox check M button. Microsoft Flight Simulator. Altimeter. 1865. 2531 feet ASL. Altitude lock off. Heading lock off. Approach mode active. 194 knots indicated. Enter airspeed colon. Edit selected 180. Selection removed. Microsoft Flight Simulator X. 2178. 2900 feet. Hold 130 knots. 3104 feet per minute. 139 knots indicated. Hold 130 knots. Next waypoint colon. KSDF. Distance colon. 16 nautical miles. Bearing colon. 95 degrees. 5 minutes. 44 seconds. 4360 feet per minute.
I have no idea what this is doing. Now it's wanting to make me climb again. I don't... Tramp.
82 knots indicated. Hold 130 knots. Flaps 64 knots indicated. 59 knots indicated. 56 knots indicated. 54 knots indicated. 39 knots indicated. 38 knots indicated. 4,000 feet. 42 knots indicated. 54 knots indicated. 65 knots indicated. 3,000 feet.
Stall warning. Stall warning.
212 knots indicated. 211 knots indicated. 210 knots indicated. 206 knots indicated. 198 knots indicated. 190. Set autopilot airspeed. Enter airspeed. Selection removed. Microsoft Flight Simulator. 4127 feet per minute. 160 knots indicated. Hold 140 knots. 142 knots indicated. 134 knots indicated. 130 knots indicated. 126 knots indicated. Autopilot master off. Airspeed hold off. 118 knots indicated. 118 knots indicated.
Okay, yeah, it's... Unfortunately, my FsTramp has decided to mess up or something.
List
I don't know what's going on.
Property page. Property 1 half button. List KSDF semi root colon. Alt FT. KSDF semi.
Okay, so we're going to just close this, guys. I'll have to practice around a little bit more with this jet. I've not
Continue
flown it
flight
very much.
Continue flight and flight button. Let's see.
Stall warning.
So we'll have to mess with that
Stall
some
warning.
more. Either way,
Stall
we gave it a
warning.
shot. So,
Stall warning.
go
Stall
back to
warning.
my
John,
comfort
this is
zone
Space
with
Team
my big jets,
Microsoft
right?
Flight TCTS dash ops 26 point ops.
Anyway, you guys have a good
Stall
day,
warning.
good morning,
Start record. Stop streaming. Check
and
box check.
we'll talk to you guys later
Stall
on. Be
warning.
sure to subscribe to the channel.
Stall warning.
Unfortunately, that was
Stall
not a
warning.
complete flight, but I'm going to
Stall
leave the
warning.
video here because we're not
Stall warning.
perfect, and
Stall warning.
I'm not going to pretend to be
Stall
perfect.
warning.
We all mess
Stall
up,
warning.
so,
Stall
you know,
warning.
I keep them videos
Stall
on here
warning.
just to show that,
Stall
hey,
warning.
we mess up just like anybody else.